Welcome everyone. How are you today? Bell in the house, and I'm trying to get a fire going for us. Kind of went out on me a little while ago, so I already started it, but hopefully we can have one. And happy Mother's Day today. Oh, wishing you all you fabulous moms and papas out there too who take care of their own babies. Uh, have a wonderful day, much beauty and blessings, and may 2015 be your best year yet together. But I wanted to bring out Isis today because I was thinking of some women who are mothers and who started maybe dynasties, we can say. Uh, but I brought out Isis today, and I've also brought out Thoth today for balancing of the male energy that we have. So I'm bringing out my book of Thoth, written by Aleister Crowley, magician he was, no doubt about it, alchemist. And let's see how the reading unfolds. My theme is Mother's Day, okay? So let's see how the cards unfold. So I'm going to bring the camera angle a little lower here so we can so I can place the cards so you can see them, okay? And I also brought out my Egyptian oracle. So we're going with the Egyptian Pantheon today because, again, Isis and Osiris, and the Egyptians feel that they did come from the gods and the goddesses directly, okay? They feel that. So we're going to represent the cosmos today, but we want that love factor from the beautiful Lady Isis and also the knowledge that we have on this table. So let's see how it proceeds. Okay, I'm just trying to angle it right here so everyone can see what I'm doing. But I am going to bring out the Egyptian oracle cards, and so I'm going to do 3 of these, and I'm also bringing Tarot Nefertiti. Now, Nefertiti was Ramses II queen, let's say. He had many wives, but she was his queen. And I've talked about her before, how he adored her, and even there's a statue of her by him, and they are the same height. And these statues I think are like, I don't know, 40, 50 feet in height. But that showed, and she was very beautiful, but via the Egyptologist, it proved that how much he adored this one woman. And she also was, interesting because she was a dancer, burlesque, you know what I mean? And that's when he fell in love with her. Okay, but let us continue. So we're today to tap the feminine principles, divine feminine principles with the love of male energy who make babies, and why we have Mother's Day here today, to bless the mothers who bring the children through, both male, both female, and let us bless them all. Think positive, loving thoughts today. Let's see what comes through. Okay. Okay. Queen Nefertari. I'll select 2 of the Book of Thoth. And Thoth was a very important deity for the Egyptians. He was also the alchemist magician, the scribe, the writer. He had many talents and positions. Okay. And then the final pick from Lady Isis, and I will put it on the table right now. Mm. Okay, my dears, let's see what happens with these cards, and let's hope the positivity is here for us and all the females we love. Well, here we have already 8 of diamonds. 8 is a wonderful power card, and the diamond suit is about our values, how we look at, obviously, things and money and items and resources, okay? And but here we have a lovely lady with her flowers, and I brought some flowers too, my gardenias from my new little bush, or big bush I got there, and there's some plumeria there that they grow here. That's one reason why I bought this little place, because I love all the plants, and these people really dedicated to their yard. So we've got some plumeria on the table too. Let me make sure we can bring it in since I brought it up. Okay, there we go. All right, so you can see she's getting ready for a little festivity, and for all of you with your family today, and you mamas, I hope they spoil you very much. It's starting out, right? We got a lady getting ready to have a little gathering. Looks like to me, anyway, from the image. And here we have the 6 of diamonds. Well, interesting. We have someone writing right now, okay? And we have a male figure here now. And again, we're talking about and the diamonds are the coins, pentacles, okay? The money, the resources. And 6 is a harmonizing number, right? 6 in the major arcana is the lover's card. We want to harmonize with love. So here we have it's about the pentacles so far, that earth realm, okay? And we're talking about earth, and here we have a little more celebration to come. My goodness, with the 4 of staffs, the 4 of clubs, the 4 of wands, the fire, the spirit. Wonderful. And we have another female saying, it's my day today. It's mama's day today to have a good time. Wonderful. Wonderful so far. So we've got some earth, fire, spirit, welcoming, celebrations. And we also have, let me see if I can do, and we also have, oh, look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. Oh, my. Fabulous. Okay, so they really want us to think of earth today. Get outdoors. Get outdoors, and if you're celebrating with your mother, get outdoors with her. Have a picnic, or even if the party's inside, get outside, okay? Touch grass or touch a tree with your mother today, okay? Beautiful. And the Queen of Pentacles. Well, if you follow my vids, I do relate to this card a lot with my birth date, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she's got her lotus she's holding. I love how this gold foil they did on these cards. I really do. Well, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So, yes, we've got the Court card coming through. Oh, and how gorgeous, the Sun Lord here to help celebrate and bring the sunshine of love and beauty. Look up, get outdoors today. No doubt don't want to preach too much, but get outdoors. And if you are celebrating with your mother or your family, for your mother, or if your parents are deceased, as mine, you celebrate that way, and I will be going to the beach later at sunset to do a prayer for my mother. But it nonetheless, the Lord, the sun, the cosmos are chiming in saying, go outside, look up to the sun rays, and say, hallelujah. Life is good today. Okay? Woo! What a lovely so far reception for the mothers of Mother's Day. And now we have another male energy coming as a king. And I kind of I love the look of this, really. We have two court cards with the major arcana, sun in the center, between male and female. And if any type of king is male, it is this King of Swords, okay? He is mental all the way. He fights with his swords. This is total boy right here. All male, no doubt. But look how lovely, right? Right? When you have this is pure energy right here. Wonderful. Rey de Spade, el Sol, Reina de Dinare. That's in Italian, I'm sure. Okay, well, we have Six of Science coming here, Six of Swords. So again, the mental side is on us. And isn't it interesting? We have a cross in the center. Now, Aleister Crowley was very much into the alchemy of things, okay? I learned a lot from this man. Some people, said he practiced Satanism. Listen, people, I don't go there in that world in the respect of, okay? But to know this depth of alchemy, you have to work with the dark and the light, okay? That's just, you won't know unless you haven't been in the dark. You know what I mean, okay, people? But anyway, this one is coming up as science. And so we have two sixes on the table. All right, but this one's now the swords. Again, this is our mind, the air element. So keep conscious of how we really want to put our mind thinking like that, in the way of, maybe you want to think a little bit more scientific when you think of alchemy, okay? Put that science into it. Of course, you have to think it's supernatural too, but that mixture, that's when you have the finesse of it all. Okay, and 6 is that harmonizing number. I'm very curious. I may want to read this card. I will come back to it. You know what? I'm going to read it right now. Only because I'm curious why he has a cross in the center. I'm not familiar with this card in his deck. But I just want to see, because now we've had two 6s in here. And I want to check out, let's see, because I think there's something to say in this card before I continue, is why I'm bringing it to a little stop here. Okay, science. 6 of Swords. Typereth, I guess this is the symbolism that has here. Typereth shows the full establishment and balance of the idea of the suit. This is particularly the case with this card, as the intellect itself is also referred to as the number 6. Okay, see, I learned something with that one. Mercury in Aquarius represents the celestial energy influencing the cherub of the man, thus showing intelligence and humanity. But there is much more than this in the symbol. Okay. The perfect balance of all mental and moral faculties, hardly won and almost impossible to hold in an ever-changing world, declares the idea of science in its fullest interpretation. The hilts of the swords, which are very ornamental, are in the form of a hexagram. Their points touch the outer petals of a red rose. I'm sorry, of a red rose. Okay, let me continue. Their points touch the outer petals of a red rose upon a golden cross of 6 squares, thus showing the rosy cross as the central secret of scientific truth. Okay. Thus showing the rosy cross as the central secret of scientific truth. Okay, my dear, you see how he thinks. Was a master. But okay, the rose in the center, the rosy cross. I see it now. I was not looking. And this must be the symbol he was speaking at the beginning. Okay, so we got, it's all about Jesus, my friends. It really is. And that will become it. And let us see what we have here. Ooh, now we have the Princess of Swords coming through. So we had the King of Swords, and we just had this scientific approach from Aleister Crowley. Okay, bringing in the Christ here of harmonizing also and that clarity. And now we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so let me go to the Princess of Swords with the Book of Thoth because we brought it out, and we have that mental clarity here. I'm finding this pretty much personally a fascinating reading because it even though we're here celebrating Mother's Day, it's about loving people. It really is. Okay. Oh, I remember in the book they do their court cards in the back here. But it's all about that loving. It really is. Let's see. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? And that it's Sunday. And because after this reading, I'm all going to do a reading with Mother Mary and Jesus for Mother's Day. So I'm sorry, you can tell I'm going within a little bit because that card came through. And after this video, I'm dropping a Mother Mary Jesus video for Mother's Day with my new Grail Tarot. So I'm sorry. Here, I found the page. I'm coming to it. I'm just, you can see my brain got caught up in that. And I didn't mean to take away from this video, but I'm now curious what's going to be happening in the next video because I hope it's something very, very cool. Okay, so here we have, why am I taking so long to find this? Don't want to, here we go, Princess of Swords. Okay, thank you for holding on. The Princess of Swords represents the earthy part of air, the fixation of the volatile. She brings about the materialization of idea. She represents the influence of heaven upon earth. She partakes of the characteristics of Minerva and Artemis. And there is some suggestion of the Valkyrie. She represents to some extent the anger of the gods, and she appears helmed with a serpent-haired Medusa for her crest. She stands in front of a barren altar as if to avenge its profanation, and she stabs downward with her sword. The heaven and the clouds, which are our home, seem angry. The character of the princess is stern and revengeful. Her logic is destructive. She is firm and aggressive, with great practical wisdom and subtlety in material things. She shews great cleverness and dexterity in the management of practical affairs, especially where they are of controversial nature. She is very adroit in the settlement of controversies. Okay, I mean, you can tell it talks about a little more yin yang. You have to study his wisdom, but it's just funny that here we have a badass female princess of swords. Okay, so I'm just still having this little party. I'm going to pick up the Isis card now, and let's see what she has to say. Portal of light. She glides on wing through time and space. And I know we've received this card before, so she's speaking to us again. I'm pretty certain this card has come out before. Okay, and let's see. Okay, well, it's not written on, but maybe I brought it out for myself. but I thought it's come out for us too. Okay, the portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are being conscious on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space and to allow your sense of self to expand. It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. You are not leaving your earthly awareness. You are instead adding to it. You are growing in power and awareness. You have had breakthrough insights where you realize that you are not who you thought you were. You are, in fact, a much vaster being. Sometimes this was shocking and uncomfortable and difficult to accept. At other times, it was gentle and made much sense to you. You are learning to integrate this awareness of your vast self into your life. The practical consequences of doing so are extraordinary. To live with less and less fear and insecurity, to become more detached and more passionate, more loving and less demanding, to need less and receive more, to feel more joy and exert less force to attain it. Such wonderful gifts await you! Exclamation mark. I don't think I've read this card, maybe. I'm just trying to recall. Okay, maybe I've put it on my Facebook page. Maybe that's what I've done. You also become capable of exerting healing influence beyond time and space, which means being able to help free yourself and others. If you choose to share your healing gifts, you can learn to create freedom from trauma, attachment, history, and any other situation that may drain life force and distract from divine love, no matter whether occurring in this or any other lifetime. Okay, we're getting deep here. Isis guides you to powers and abilities to heal that are beyond time and space. It starts with the realization that what has happened in the past has power over you only to the extent that you allow it. The portal of light is being opened to you now to travel through time and space, to release the past, to open up to a future bright, and to call for more power in the present moment. So we're taking back our power, okay? Take back that power. Okay, the portal of light is being opened to you now to travel through time and space, to release the past, to open up to a future bright, and to call for more power in the present moment. Once you have done this for yourself, if you are guided into the healing path, then you can share this with others. Be guided by the loving blessing of Isis to assist you in the sacred interdimensional travel now for healing and understanding, more growth and peace. If you have also drawn the oracle of the Merkaba, then part of your particular soul gift is an ability to navigate between spiritual dimensions of reality, shifting from lower vibrations of fear and bringing through higher vibrations of love to allow for peace and release. The combination of the Merkaba card and the Portal of Life card means you have the ability to not only navigate dimensions, but to bring higher dimensional awareness into the present moment for healing with a natural soul ability to be present in lower vibrational realities, such as those of fear and competition on earth at present, and simultaneously be anchored in higher vibrational soul realities of love, peace, and truth. This makes you a powerful source of light, and the Lady Isis and her beloved star Sirius offer you divine peace and protection now to help you in the sacred task of being a star of divine light and present on the earth at this time. That's beautiful. I have to apologize. I don't think I've read this card before now because I would have remembered that last. That Lady Isis and her beloved star Sirius offer you divine peace and protection now to help you in the sacred task of being a star of divine light and presence on the earth at this time. The oracle of the portal of light also brings special guidance that a phase of time or experience is over and a new cycle at a higher vibrational turn of the spiral is beginning. So prepare to ascend. Oh, good. Expect things to become lighter, freer, and faster moving into your life, even perhaps whilst you appear to be more surrendered and more peaceful within yourself. And the ritual of the portal of light. You will need one candle, perhaps a tea light or a white or black candle for this exercise, and some matches. Sit comfortably where you can gaze at the lit candle and with eyes half closed and your spine relatively straight and supported. Remember, we always sit in body alignment, okay? When we're praying or when we do our own rituals. Gaze at the candle flickering with soft focus and keep your eyes half closed, half opened as you focus on the candle and your breath. When you are ready, imagine you can project yourself into that candlelight, sending your awareness into it until you sense all around you, either actually or with intention. Bright, white light, pure. And what do we say? White light, bright light all around us and within us. Protects us both day and night, right? White light, bright light all around us and within us. We banish the bane with that. Loving it. And the intention of bright, white light, pure. I'm going to add the word pure to it now. White light, bright light, pure. Okay? So I'll add pure into the mantra. Our mantra. Allow yourself to release anything at all, conscious or unconscious, that you feel weighs you down. Just release it onto the light. Say quietly in this incantation, in this light, beyond time and space, I enter the portal of divine light and grace. I am free of shackles from this life or another. I surrender old fear to the Divine Mother. Divine Mother on Mother's Day. I now choose to be free of the past. In the present light of spirit, I now bask in the portal of light beyond all time. Love and light frees me into peace sublime. When you are ready, just open your eyes and extinguish your candle. Wow. When she says extinguish your candle, but my friends, if you ever extinguish your candle, I either you use a snuffer or your finger, you lick your fingers and I don't know. I don't think you should blow out candles, personally. Ritual candles. So we got it here. White light, bright light, pure. Beautiful. The ritual of the portal of the light. Well, we have the cards on the table, and we have blessings from Lady Isis. Beautiful, my friends. Okay. Well, I hope you have a gathering because obviously they came through the Queen, the Sun Lord, and the King. The court cards are all celebrating today also with clarity for bringing in the feminine. The feminine. I'm glad the men are here with us for this also, okay? And I send an extra love, hug, and kiss to the men who take care of their own children. You are blessings. And I hope you are the men who teach other men how to use their feminine side approach to show the love. And we have that scientific love here. That 6 is a harmonizing number, no doubt. And for the women out there, be fierce and fearless, okay? Fierce and fearless. Don't take no crapo. And then, of course, you know the lady who didn't take crapo herself. Oh, Lady Isis. White light pure. Love to everyone. Hug your mother from me, please. Love you.